For Vice President Nixon?
Mr. Vice President, in one of your earlier statements, you said, we've moved ahead, we've built more schools, we've built more hospitals. Now, sir, isn't it true that the building of more schools is a local matter for financing? Were you claiming that the Eisenhower administration was responsible for the building of these schools, or is it the local school districts that provide for them?
Not at all. As a matter of fact, your question brings out a point that I'm very glad to make. Too often, in appraising whether we are moving ahead or not, we think only of what the federal government is doing.
Yo! This dude is honestly pretty based. That's pretty much a summary of American politics today in a nutshell. It's good to have you newbie. It was good to have you in the chat, man. ISM. I have not heard like such a poignant critique of American politics when it comes to policy, which is that's a great point. A lot of people are around here like, if the government isn't doing anything, then there isn't any progress being made. Progress is not the government, making a cradle for you. Progress is just the country moving forward. We had an example, this current economy. Let's look back in the past 3 years, right? We're in a recession now, right? Don't care what Joe Biden has to say, but this didn't start with Joe Biden. Donald Trump had this guy in the Fed, I think, the Federal Reserve, whose policy was just printing money, printing more money, printing more money. Then Trump signed all the stimmy packages, right? He signed all the stimmies, which caused even more money to be printed. Then Joe Biden continued that policy. And then on top of that, typical Democrat policies, increasing the spending. This is not just Joe Biden's fault, but he, exponentially perpetuated and exacerbated the issue. And then also enacted policies just made the bad effects of the bad policies kick in. All of that to say, one would assume that we're, because as a nation, we're spending more money than we've ever spent before, and that we're making progress. Well, this progress has led to a recession. So you can't measure how much progress we're making as a country merely by how much we spend.